about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with their opponents. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. Schultz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Looking to throw. Schultz. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw on 2nd down. Schultz. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
First drive of the game, we did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on 3rd down, Schultz. He sets up the screen to Jones. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Mike, 53. Miller, and watch
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
53, Mike, 53, check 53. Mike, 53.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. I can't believe they even let you play.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try again with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down. It's Woods. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I don't like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
53. Silver, Silver. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run on first down. It's Woods, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Allen. And Woods has it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
53's the mic. 53.
Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hey, hold. You gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this? You think you got
On first down, it's Woods, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 22, Allen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
53's the mic. So we got man. Alert. Check 99. Middle.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go, D. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Regular. Let's make these big.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights have cut it back within a score. Now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Black Knights 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs. And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there on the screen pass. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. On 2nd down, it's Cummings, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 50 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. A give to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Here's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Allen. Going deep here for Matthews. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. To throw, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch the curls. 53 seconds.
On first down, Allen. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. To the air, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with a Bucks out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Push him back. Push him back.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Wild Bill. 53's a mic. Regular.
Now Allen. Airs this out for Matthews. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Not today, you are. Not today.
From midfield, here's Allen.
Get in the weight room.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Mike. Hey.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen.
Mike, 53.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. The Buccaneers 12-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Middle. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On 2nd down now, it's Woods. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Woods. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Undercrush.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Black Knights are back within a score. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Buccaneers 21, Black Knights 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal. Mike 6.
Back to throw. Schultz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.